Told you we was giving you the okay back today to make a way. He gon' die today, nobody said.
All right, we got Rob Stovall, Yxng Stov.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, man?
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
You doing real good, really.
Man.
Man, how the last couple months been for you?
Crazy. It's been real good. Just, steady trying to run up these placements and, just stay focused, not try to, overdo it. You know what I'm saying? Not get big-headed, stay humble and hungry.
For sure. So I want to take it basically back to the beginning. So you born and raised OKC, right?
Yeah.
Okay, like north side area?
Yeah, west side, really. I'm really from the west side, but I was moving around from north to west.
Okay. So I know we just talked about it, you play ball and stuff. So what was music always an interest or like?
It was always a hobby. Like I always had fun with it. I started off just recording myself and like battle rapping in high school. Never really was like production on the production side. You feel me? It was just mainly rap. But it was always there. It was just like playing Z. You feel me? It was never the main objective. It was always sports.
So talk about, because just in the interactions we've had, you just talked about it, like it kind of seems you seem more of a producer than a rapper.
No, for sure.
So did that play into the decision to like get behind the boards instead of trying to be on the mic? Cause
no, for sure. I started making beats because I could never find beats that I liked online. You feel me? Like this was like SoundClick days. I don't know if you know what SoundClick is, but back then, I would be on there just looking for beats and I could never find anything. So I was like, you know what? I know a little bit about FL. Let me try to dip and dab a little bit. And I guess like I was good enough that people started hitting me up like, hey, how much you charge for beats? I'm like, shit, I don't know. But, you know what I'm saying? And it just became the main thing. Like it got to the point to where I wasn't even thinking about lyrics no more. It was all about sounds and drums. So I just pushed all that to the side and just focused on the production.
So it wasn't really conscious to get out of rapping. It just kind of
it just happened.
Yeah.
It was really accidental.
So how did you start engineering?
How did I?
Yeah. Just from learning from yourself.
Yeah, just recording myself, like making songs for like girls in high school, and you know what I'm saying, like just having fun, recording my friends and myself, and I don't know, like it just kind of stuck with me. It was like really I never really wanted to be an engineer. It was just more like, okay, I'm gonna use this to get in the door.
I feel like it's one of those things a lot of producers end up having to engineer.
For sure. Like you have to at some point. But it was just one of those things I just wanted to use just to like step in certain places.
Yeah, because you got a lot of like your early connections off of like, I know Waka Flocka was like one of the first big names, and that was off engineering, right?
Yep. I never really like did any full production for Waka. It was just more just the engineering stuff, and that came through my homeboy 7, buying features from him and shit. So yeah, like that and Sauce Walker and other people just off the engineering tip, and then it grew into production. Okay.
So you've been producing now for like over a decade, right?
Yeah, it's been about 10 years.
2010, that's what
Yeah.
So just talk about kind of like, as far as the whole situation, like how you've seen evolve from your point of view, like Oklahoma City, like where it was 10 years ago to now. I feel like is from what I feel is completely different. So I just
honestly, like I feel like to me it's been like a stock type situation, like like how that Dogecoin shit goes, like goes up and down.
Yeah.
Like when I first started, there was people like Super J and like Chop and other people that were doing this, and then situations would happen that would bring us back 5 years. We'd be going back down, and then you had the young stars and stuff that were doing this, and other situations, whether it's like deals, bad deals or whatever, keeps bringing us down. I feel like we just keep doing that, but right now I really haven't seen a decline. Like it's just steady. Stock is still rising for everybody. A bunch of people are catching placements or deals, you know what I'm saying? So like, I don't know. I feel like the future's real bright for Oklahoma City. Oklahoma, period.
For sure. So obviously recently a lot of your big success has been with Mo3, and I know that story's been told as far as like how y'all met, and so I don't want to go too deep into that, but just kind of touch on like, I mean, how does that feel, like the success after he's gone? I mean, I know y'all were doing stuff while he was here, but
Man, it's bittersweet as fuck. Like, it's super bittersweet. Like, I get mad every day, literally every day, bro. Me and my homeboy, we just be like, bruh, like it sucks. It sucks. Like, it's nowhere near what it would be if he was still here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people, I hate that people be like, oh, he's doing great numbers now because of his passing or whatever, which is really the total opposite.
it's
like,
really just the same trajectory.
yeah, like, it's like, man, there was so many things that was supposed to happen. Like, I had a Raw Wave record with Mo3, and then that ended up backing out because of what's going on with him. Like, he had that relationship, you know, the label didn't have that relationship, so we couldn't get that to fall through anymore. And it was other records, other situations. Like, people don't understand like how big stuff was about to be.
That's great. That's crazy to me, because I feel like on the internet they're always getting compared, like who, you know what I mean, like back and forth. Like, that's a point of discussion, like who you like more, Raw Wave or.
And he was doing
or
records with
Mo3,
all of them.
So yeah,
Like, they were like, oh, we should hear Mo3, Kevin Gates. Boom, then it happens. We should hear Mo3 and Derez Deshawn. Now that's about to be on the deluxe album produced by me. We should hear Mo3 and Raw Wave. And that was literally, like, I literally went to Miami and they were about to shoot a music video and everything. Like, it was a bunch of situations that was supposed to happen, bro. So people don't understand, bro. It would be a lot crazier.
that's a tough situation, because he was about to be like.
Nah, yeah, bro. It was, oh my goodness. He's different. Very, very different. A lot different than anybody I've ever worked with.
For sure. Rest in peace. So, I mean, it's still, I know you said it's bittersweet. It has to feel good, just the success of the album, regardless of, you know, all the negative things, like.
No, for sure. You know, we're still grateful, you know. It's just that thought that sits in the back of the head, you feel me? But nah, yeah, we're happy, and all we can do is just keep pushing forward, like, while we here, you feel me? And I'm gonna let the legacy live on through me, you feel me? So, nah, yeah.
For sure. So let's talk about your situation as far as, you're not signed as far as a production deal, right?
I guess we'll see.
Okay.
All that'll pop out, whether I am or not, maybe like in the next week.
Okay.
So maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Mm-hmm.
Okay, but you do have a management deal that's public, right?
Yeah.
With T-Rail?
Mm-hmm.
So how did that relationship come about?
Met him at South by Southwest, and I just walked up on him like, hey, I'm Mo3 producer. This was like 2019. And shoot, like the very next month, he had a show here in Oklahoma City with Jacquees. And I was just sitting at the dressing room door waiting for him to pull up. And shoot, played them beats in the dressing room, and it was up from there. So shoot, I don't even think he remembered me. I just was like, hey, we talked on the phone like a couple days ago. And he was like, oh, okay, yeah, play it.
Yeah. So where does that come from? Because, I mean, you basically just present yourself to people, like, I mean, and that's got you where you are, like that courage.
Sure.
So, like, but just talk about kind of, I mean, not everybody can do that.
I mean, shoot, it's just the confidence. Like, I've always felt like all it takes is for me to press play. You feel me? Like, I've always worked hard enough to where I'm ready for whatever situation comes my way, whether it's an R&B situation, a hip-hop situation, a business opportunity, whatever, like sports, whatever. I think that's really where it comes from. Like, working hard in sports, like, I've always felt like all you gotta do is put me in the game, and I'm ready to go. And shoot, if there's an opportunity, I'm gonna make it happen. So that's definitely where it comes from, bro. Just knowing and having that confidence.
For sure. So I want to talk about, like, you got like a little army on social media, like people, like, especially for a producer, it's kind of rare, I feel like, to have that level of fan like support. I mean, maybe not, but it just kind of struck me, like, I know when we did those awards, we didn't have that Triple MZ song, you posted something or our whole page got blown up. Like,
Bro, I don't even know, bro. Like I think I'm just real mutual with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And they respect everything that we got going on, and shoot, they stamp it. You feel me? Like I don't know. I don't even call it fans. Like I just think a lot of people just respect the sound and they respect the hustle and they just fuck with it. Because a lot of people fuck with me that's peers in this, you know what I'm saying? Like whether it's other producers and stuff, like they'll vouch, you feel me? So, I don't know how to explain it, bro, because I really don't even pay attention to it.
For sure. Yeah, I knew you didn't do it on purpose, but you posted something and like they was just on our ass immediately.
That shit crazy.
So talk about Triple MZ. I know you work with him quite a bit. So,
that's my boy.
Yeah. Talk about y'all's relationship and
man, it's so funny because he used to blow me up. Like before I even was doing anything with anybody, like I was just regular old Rob Stovall, and he would blow me up all the time, and I would just like, he'd be like, yeah, bro, send me some beats, bro. Let me work with you. I'm like, all right, click. I'm not working with him. Like what? But I don't know. Like something just made me be like, man, I'm gonna start fucking with bro. And when I did, bro, like he showed me something. Like he's very, very talented. I feel like he's one of the most talented people that we have. When he does everything, he can play instruments, he can mix his own, like he records himself. He can make his own beats if he wants to. He can rap, he can sing, you know what I'm saying? Like he's just a jack of all trades, and we don't have too many like that in Oklahoma. Like I'm not even gonna compare him to anybody because he's incomparable. You feel me? Like I respect his work ethic because he works harder than me at times. And I like that. Like it motivates me to want to be, you know what I'm saying, bigger.
Yeah.
So for sure. Gotta keep people like that around.
For sure. Keep that drive in you. If, like you said, you getting outworked, you gonna.
No, for sure. For sure. Man, he definitely be outworking me though. I ain't gonna cap.
So let's talk about just current. Well, I'm not gonna press you on too much of the future, but I know you said the deluxe album is coming out. Is there a date on that?
May 31st.
Okay.
Mo3's birthday.
Okay, that's dope.
Mm-hmm.
How many extra tracks is it? Or is
Honestly,
it like a whole?
I don't even know, to be honest. Like, cause I mean, he really has albums on albums worth of records. So I don't know. And honestly, nothing's really like set in stone. I just assume that the bigger records that I feel like are gonna be on there are gonna be on there. But I guess we'll just see. When I get that call from his lawyer, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll know, but ain't no telling.
Okay. So you got anything in mind that you think would be on there as far as placements for you that?
Yeah, like the Soul Ties record, I feel like it's gonna be on there. There's a club record that we did. I think it's called like Lil Trey. I think that's gonna be on there. I don't think any of the R&B stuff that we did is gonna be on there because they want to do a Gangsta Love album, like just straight R&B records. There's a couple more records. There's one I'm trying to get Jack Boy on, but I don't know. I don't know if we can do it like by the end. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
ain't no telling, bro. I got a lot of unreleased stuff with 3 that ain't no telling could be on there. But those are my 2 that I would like to be on there for sure.
For sure. So what else are you working on right now?
I'm working on Dun Dun's album, which is one of Mo3's artists. He's really, really dope. Probably one of the most talented artists that they got in the DFW area. We just did a record with Young Blue. That should be dropping. Number 7, I'm working on his stuff. Just did some stuff for Bobby Billions. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have his next single. Who else? Trying to get this Jack Boy stuff going. It's a lot of like Empire stuff. You feel me? Like with my situation that it's a lot of stuff going on. You feel me? And I don't know yet. It's just the sky's the limit really, and I'm just gonna continue to to keep getting placements, bro. Because I can't say too much yet because it's not set in stone. But
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
I felt like a clue right there, but I won't.
But it's a lot of stuff going on, bro. It's a lot of stuff going on. But as far as like the stuff I would like to talk about, Triple MZ's album, Ishavon's album, Dun Dun, Number 7, Bobby Billions, and hopefully Fredo Bang. You feel me? That's what I'm focused on right now.
Sure. That's dope. All right, so what do you see in the future? Like, what's next? Because I mean, you've reached a level that I mean, a lot of people out here are not on. So just
shit. My future, sign a 6-7 figure deal, produce another Billboard 200. Everything that's on that list right there is really in my future. And I feel like all of it is gonna happen like within the next year. Honestly. And there's a lot of stuff. Like I'm really shooting for number 1. That's what I want. Broken Love is gonna go platinum. Like within like probably the next 3 or 4 months. So I mean I'm looking forward to that too. But bro, it's a lot. It's a lot. Honestly, bro. I just wanna be number 1.
yeah,
I wanna be number 1 on the charts. So that's my main focus.
for sure. So one more thing I wanted to ask you as far as like Oklahoma, like what do you feel like maybe like the missing piece, I guess, is to like the scene or like as far as like an artist, like we haven't had an artist go like, you know, super big. Obviously there's been people that have gotten pretty up there, but what do you feel like is lacking?
That's hard to say, to be honest. I can only like assume that it's just like maybe like timing. I feel like timing plays a part in everything. And it has to make sense for that time. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you got going on with your rollouts and your records or whatever, because people make a lot of dope records, but maybe it's not the right time for that record. Or maybe you send it the wrong direction, or you put a feature on it or whatever. So I just feel like the planning of stuff may be wrong sometimes. And that's for all of us really. Like people just need to be a little bit more strategic.
For sure.
And I feel like if they do that, like everything will come together and make sense more. And some people just make themselves too accessible. And then like we don't think much of them anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like some people just need to stay out the way and just focus on being a star. Because we have a lot of those, but it's just too easy to get to them now. It could be a lot of things, a number of things.
What do you mean by that? As far as like doing features or just like being outside, or what do you?
Yeah, features, being outside, like it's like I respect what people try to do for the game, but when you make yourself too accessible to the mass, then like your mass appeal like kind of like just like drops. People think less of you. You know what I'm saying? Like they might respect you, they gonna fuck with you, but now they feel like
But that feature doesn't hold the same weight.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Exactly. So like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like, and I'm not trying to make it sound like I'm talking about specific people, because I know like what's his name? P-Wop. P-Wop does a lot of records, you know what I'm saying? And he has star power, star potential. But sometimes he makes himself too accessible. Like it's a lot of us that do that, you feel me? But I mean shit. It's a lot of ways around it. Like you just gotta play it the right way. Cause shit, a lot of people could be making bigger bags, but it's just too easy for them to, you know what I'm saying, to be brought on to the scene. Like shit, that's why I don't step out. Cause sooner or later I'm gonna need to be making a bag to be going somewhere.
Yeah.
You feel me? But I don't know, bro. Like it's a lot of pieces that need to be put together in the right way.
Does that play into you, like, I mean, because I feel like recently, other than a few, like, you're not just getting in the studio with every Oklahoma artist, and I mean, I understand why, but does that play into it? Like,
yeah, for sure. I'm not gonna make myself accessible to a whole bunch of people. Like, I mean, I want to work with a lot of people, but I also want to live off of my music.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, I don't want to have to work a job. I don't want to have to engineer. You feel me? I want to be able to make beats and then keep elevating to the point to where I don't have to make beats anymore. To where I'm telling other people, these 14-year-old kids that are coming up, you know, oh, I got this play for you, boom. Next thing you know, I have my own publishing business. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to think bigger.
for sure.
So, what up? This Stovall, Billboard producer from Oklahoma City, and I'm giving you the okay.